We're back with another episode. Did you know that? Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
So I was asking, because Marissa was asking about PEEP, right? Like, what's the highest people see patients at? And I was like, well, Monty one time told me I could see someone at 16, and I was like, that's just gonna blow their lungs. But
I've seen a patient as high as 18.
Yeah, I know. I know you fucking have. I refuse. So we were just talking about that, and I was like, I know at like 14 we still will, but it's iffy. At 16, 18, I'm not gonna see you.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen anything higher than 18. So we were looking it up, and we couldn't find anything.
Oh, I've seen 24.
Dude, so I was talking to Al, and Al was like, I mean, we can just keep going. He's like, your heart's gonna stop fucking working, but we can just keep going. So we were looking it up, and 32.
Yeah, you can go really high.
They can. I did not realize they can put you at 32.
Mm-hmm. But you're gonna be dead.
Fuck yeah.
You're gonna be brain dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
They were like, the highest patient we've ever had success with is a PEEP of 29. I'm like, even that.
Mm-hmm. I've only personally seen a patient who had a PEEP of 18, and the only reason why I saw them is because they were on. I want to say it was like 70%. No, it was 80% a PEEP of 18, but they were on like 20 of nitric. So the nitric to me kind of was the saving grace as to why I chose to see them with 18 a PEEP. But we didn't do a whole lot. I mean,
you can't.
Nah. Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know, dude.
And they were on ECMO too.
Yeah. Well, see, here's my thing.
But they were not obese, which was great.
Here's my thing with ECMO. I'm like, you got a fuck ton of oxygen being pumped into and through.
Yeah, you do.
So
you really do. Fine. Yeah. Just as if the RT doesn't freak out, you're calm. Just kidding. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let me turn my phone on.
Yes, that's right. You better. Damn it. I did mine.
You better. Do you have a charger up here? No.
Nah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry about it.
It's downstairs.
Pimp.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's right. One more time.
Wow. 1, 2, 3.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. This is going to be a special one. You know why? Because it's our 50th episode. Woo! And this one at the same time.
This shit makes me think I can be a DJ.
I know, because you keep trying to make a whole like beat out of that. Welcome to the 50th episode, bitches.
We're so glad you made it this far with us.
50 episodes. I didn't think we would get here.
Dude, I've never been so committed to anything in my life.
Seriously, we've been going really strong since last year.
It's honestly all you. I would have gotten it up by now.
Oh, well, thank you.
I can't concentrate long enough to get my thoughts down.
Well, you know, we're a team, and my weakness are your strengths. My strengths are your weakness.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautifully said.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How are you doing? How was your week?
My week has been pretty amazing, I would have to say.
Wow.
I, got my booty rubbed on by my massage therapist.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Among some other things. Anyway, neither here nor there. Mm-hmm. Nope. Anyway, moving on from that. And also, I went to go see Stacey Abrams.
Dude, how was that?
Oh my God. Stacey Abrams is amazing.
I didn't even know she was coming into town.
I didn't know either until my cousin told me. She was like, hey, I want to go see Stacey Abrams. We were like, sure. And this was like, I want to say back in like April or May, something like that. So we bought the tickets a while ago, and we got the VIP or whatever, paid for that. I was able to take a picture with her. She complimented me on my glasses. Wow. And just what you see on TV.
That's how she is.
That's how she is. Like, she is just so inspiring. She's so just intelligent, just intellectual, just, oh my God, her vocabulary is just insane. Like, I love everything about her.
How do you think you get a vocabulary like that? You just read a lot?
She reads. So she said that her mom, like, she's from Mississippi, which I did not realize that. I actually thought she was from Georgia, but she's from Mississippi, and her mom got her master's degree in librarian science.
My dream.
To be a librarian?
Yeah.
Because you just love books.
Yeah.
You and Audrey would be great at that. What if y'all just open up your own library, your own bookstore?
My bookstore, literally a dream.
I'll manage it.
Biblioheck, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bookstore on the beach.
Yes, let's do it. That's I just want to manage it. I don't want to. I'll be a silent investor.
Okay, perfect. No one steal my idea.
Yeah. So she said that she, her mom used to take her and her sister to the library every weekend and force them to read. And so she was like, we were, super like dirt poor, but my mom made sure that we read. And so she always read books because, she's actually an author. She wrote 9 books. She wrote 9 romance suspense novels.
Stacey Abrams did?
Stacey Abrams, yes.
I have to
but
read that.
under the name Selena Montgomery.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's your sister's name.
Yeah, my sister's name is Selena, not Montgomery. Yeah. And she said to read, because even at the talk, somebody asked her, like, why doesn't she use Stacey Abrams as her actual like book name? And she was saying that at the time she wrote her first book, she was turning in her thesis in law school. I think she had to turn in a thesis or a research paper, something like that, a thesis. Anyway, and when she turned it in, she only, because they were coming out at the same time, only one of them could have her name, because I guess the topic that she had was very controversial. And so she could only use her real name for that. And then Selena Montgomery was born. And so she just kept it going. She was like, I'm not ashamed of what I write. She was like, I'm a grown woman. Like, she was like, pretty much the premise of all my books is, you have a bunch of spies, or you have a bunch of people that I kill off, and the last two people that are alive fall in love with each other.
Honestly, yeah, dude. You're not on book. You don't read, right?
No.
You don't read books? Dude,
No.
Book Talk is my shit.
I listen to audiobooks.
I love Book Talk. It's just all these people talking about books they read.
Yeah.
It's mostly like shitty romance and smut. But it's
Freaky.
It's a beautiful community.
Yeah.
Love them.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to read some Selena Montgomery now.
Yeah, apparently they're very good books, and people, like, I think they tried to bring it out as like, oh my gosh, Stacey Abrams, she's this political figure, and she's writing these romance novels. She's like, it's never been a secret. Like, you can Google my fucking name, you can Google Selena Montgomery and see who the fuck I am. My fucking picture comes up. So, I mean, she didn't say it like that, but she was just like, yeah, it's never been a secret. Like, I write books. So she said,
I wish I could write a book. That seems like it takes a lot of time.
I actually started writing a book about my life, surprisingly. Yes, because I love to freelance and I love to write, and I don't like to read, though. That's the crazy part. I don't like to read, but I love to write. And I because when I was younger, I started journaling. This was like in 8th grade. I started journaling, and when I used to write in code and in metaphor so much that even if somebody, like, because you grew up with fucking sisters and they just read your dear diary, I wanna, and so
interesting.
Yeah. So I started writing in code, so nobody understood what my journal said.
What was your code?
It was just, it was like an emotional code that I made with myself. So certain
it
words,
wasn't like a whole encrypted anything. It was just,
oh no, it was very encrypted. Like if I said, the green trees willowed in the waters or something like that, I only knew what the fuck that meant. I know, it's crazy. No, it's crazy.
Wild as shit.
I know. I still do it from time to time, though. I still do it from time to time.
You are insane.
Yeah, it was cool because, like, even if my sisters found my diary or my journal, they were like, "What the fuck does this mean?"
See, if I did that, I wouldn't remember what the code was.
Oh no, I always remember.
See, I would be like,
Yeah.
what was I looking at? There was supposed to be some beautiful trees. Where was I?
Because I write it in a code that it makes sense to what was going on in my life at that particular time. So it helps me to break it down. So even if it's like sometimes, some days I'll go through like my old journals from like 8th grade and I'm reading this and I'm just like, I know exactly who I was talking about.
What the hell?
Yeah, I've always been like that. But I started writing a book about my life and different chapters. And so different situations that happen in my life, I have a chapter for each one of them.
Wow.
So yeah.
I would have to have a pen name if I wrote a book about my life.
You wouldn't want to use your real name?
No.
Why not? What would your name be? Carmen Sandiego. I don't know.
That's such a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it taken? Sounds familiar. I like it.
No, hers is where in the world is.
Ah.
If you just take the Carmen Sandiego part, I think you'll
different.
be good. Yeah, definitely. But yeah,
know.
it was I mean, what would your name be?
It would have to. I would want it to be a what is it called when all the letters make a different word? I want to say homonym. That's not right.
Like Nevaeh.
Anagram. Nevaeh, but something else, like, you know how in Harry Potter his name is Tom Marvolo Riddle, but when you switch it, I am Lord Voldemort.
Never knew that because
Okay.
I've never watched it.
Okay, great. But something
that's
like
cool.
that.
That's
Like you would
cool.
take all the letters in my name
Yeah.
and you would put the thing down, flip it and reverse it, and it would make a different name.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Put down in the comments
Yes.
any suggestions you have. I'm open.
What Alyssa's book name is gonna be. Yes, please give us your comments. Absolutely, that's cool. I like that.
I do love Black. Do you do Black Girl Who Read? No, because you don't fucking read. So why would
But
you?
I listen to audiobooks. I
You
don't
do
read it.
listen to
I just
audiobooks.
listen to.
Okay.
I will take 8 hours out of my day and just
like
listen to it.
nonfiction, fiction. Like what's the vibe?
Most of mine are like nonfiction,
Ew. Okay. Cool.
like self-help and
Gross.
help me Jesus,
No.
relationship
not
books
interested.
and stuff. And
I want to do nothing to better my own life. I want to dissociate from my world completely Give me
That's
all the
not a bad idea.
drama. Give me
That's-
all the romance.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I need to step away from the world. Let me open a book.
Well, see, I have that with van life or like YouTube.
Yes, okay.
So yeah, that's kind of
There
my
you go.
escape. So if they put it in a book. If they put van life
Van
in a
life
book, I would absolutely.
Maybe we could
read it.
write a van life book.
But we don't live in a van.
That's true. It'll be fiction.
Maybe we'll do a podcast book or something.
Dude, what if
Yeah.
we did a year in a van? Not a year. Okay, I'm not committing to that.
No,
like a
definitely
month in
not.
a van and we podcast.
I would absolutely do that. I love van life. I want to buy a Sprinter van.
That's wild.
That's my dream, to buy a Sprinter van, convert it. I already know the company that's in Tennessee that I would love to build out my van. And yeah, I've done a lot of extensive research.
I don't know
on
if I want a van, but I have been on RV Talk, like the really fancy mobile homes that come out, like that expand and shit and
Yeah.
have like marble countertops. I would be down for that.
Well, see, the problem with those is that you can't really travel because you're going to have to pull, like, first of all, you're going to be spending a shit ton of money in gas. And if you have a big, you're going to have like a F-150 or something like that, or a Toyota Tundra in order to pull that shit. So, and you can't go very fast, but versus if you buy a Sprinter van and like, you know, do a Segway or something, put it in the van, then you can, you know, explore and do what you need to do.
So my issue is I just got back from Dallas. I just drove
Yeah.
San Antonio, Dallas and back. And fuck that. I hate driving. Like
I love to drive.
I love to do cute little drives.
Yeah.
But the way my back is set up right now, 4 hours in a car ain't
What's
it.
going on with your back?
Dude,
Oh, God.
my back is acting up.
Did another
Y'all.
patient fuck up your back?
Another patient fucked up my back. It was bad.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't even know if it's out. It doesn't even need to be in the rehab corner. I wasn't even doing the heavy lifting in front, helping transfer this patient. I was in the back. I was at the hips. It's like the easiest job in the world. I'm just helping you get from point A to point B. I leaned down to help him, you know, with his eccentric control to the chair. We sit. I'm leaning forward. Can't come back up. Just locked right there.
Oh, Lord.
I told the PT, I was like, you know when they tell you not to scare dogs that are having sex because they get stuck together?
What?
Have you ever heard that?
No. What the
Dude.
fuck?
You're not supposed to like startle dogs when they're having sex because they'll like lock up and get stuck together.
All they have to do is back up and you come out. What the
Doesn't
fuck?
work.
Do you have some
I
kind of
guess
latch
they,
in there?
They like clinch and they get scared and then they get stuck together.
Dogs got gorilla grips? Damn.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Anyway,
interesting.
my back was
Wow.
like locked like that, like in that position. I was just fucking scared.
Oh, God.
I got tensed up.
That's
and
horrible.
my patient on life support looked at me as his O2 was just recovering from like 60 and he was like, are you okay? I was
the
like,
fact that he had enough breath to ask
that's
you
what I'm
that is
saying. I was like, sir,
hilarious.
are you fucking okay? You're the one dying. You're in the ICU. And then 2 days later, I came back because I had to switch the PT that I
Don't
was
tell me
with.
he died.
No.
Oh. Sorry.
No, he's still. Please
Okay.
please don't kill my
I
patient.
was going to say, no, please don't.
I came back and he was like, hey, who's going to be in the front today? I said, I don't know why. What's up? And he's like, you didn't look great yesterday. And I was like,
Thanks for
I am
noticing.
27 years old.
You're old.
I'm old. So then I was
You're old in
in the
rehab
car
years.
today for 4 hours traveling. And I was like, oh, I had to get out. Like I'm 60 years old. I'm like, can we
Yeah.
stop so I can stretch? Can we
Yeah.
stop so I can get out and move my legs?
It's bad. Like I went to Costco
Disgusting.
today and I picked up one of those 32 cases of water and I was going to get 2 because I was like, oh, I'm already here.
Thirsty.
Yeah. And girl, halfway through that damn lift, I was like, ooh, shit. And I had to just hold on to the cart like the old people do. It's like, fuck, my back is not healed
No.
from all the shit that the patients have done in the past. But yeah. Yeah, that sucks that your back is fucking up like that. Did you go to employee health? Probably not.
I did go, but only to get TB tested.
Why are you getting TB tested? You got exposed again?
I had to get my checkup.
Oh, okay. You're
And I saw our friend down in employee health and she said, I'm seeing you a lot lately.
Yeah.
I said, yes, the fuck you are.
Did she ask about me? Where's your friend? She won't. Anyway.
She's like, I'm not going to bring anybody's name up because y'all just keep coming down here.
Exactly.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy. How was your week though?
My week was okay. I was in COVID ICU.
Yay.
Yay. It's just like an uphill battle, the most
Yeah.
uphill battle.
Absolutely.
And it was a pretty solid week. Like I felt like I stood my ground on the patients that shouldn't have been seen. I made my like very fucking shady ass point for the patients that I thought shouldn't be seen. Like they'd be like, oh, they need to get up, they need to be moving. So I would say, okay, well when they can tolerate chair mode for 5 hours, then I'll go see them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, so
Stand your
then-
ground. Damn it.
So then we get orders the next day, and it's like patient moving all extremities can tolerate chair mode, like to be seen by PTOT. I was like, interesting. Put her in chair mode. What the fuck do you think happens?
Crash.
Map sure does drop to 40s, won't come up. O2, they bump her to 100% on the vent. She sure does drop to like 60, can't come up. And I was like, oh,
That's crazy. And for our listeners
in share mode.
Our listeners who are not in the medical field, a MAP is a MAP, okay, mean arterial pressure, and it basically is like your internal like blood pressure, like basically.
They measure the pressure from the artery.
Yes.
Exact. Like you have a needle.
Yes, it's an art line.
An art line, yeah.
And so they're an arterial line that basically goes in there.
What is the formula for a MAP? Do you know?
Oh, why would you ask me that? I know that. It's the
like your
either way, I'm gonna cut this. God damn it. It doesn't matter. Fucking hell. God damn it. Your mean arterial pressure is the pressure that's in your arteries. The number needs to be 65.
Basically,
okay?
60 to 100 is the range we're fucking looking at.
Yes.
Right? And so, anyway, all that to say.
We know what a MAP is, God damn it.
I sit this 27-year-old woman up, which 27 for me is a weird age because that's my fucking age. So when I see you in the ICU, I'm like, hey, girl.
It always hits closer to home when it's your age.
It's fucking weird. I'm like, this is fucking weird. And now I see myself in the bed. I'm
absolutely.
Like, no. So I put her in share mode, maps dropping. And everyone's like, well, it's not really level. You have to level the transducer to a certain level at the heart. So it reads
the fourth intercostal space.
They're like, it's not really level. I'm like, even if that shit was like a little off, your map is still fucked.
It's still in
You're
the 40s.
in the fucking yeah. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm trying to lay her back. I was like, she's not appropriate. Her chest tube is making this weird ass sound, but it's dry. Nothing's draining from it. So I'm like, what the fuck? And
maybe it's suctioning in there.
I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but she's not appropriate, like I fucking said. Sure did read the chart the next morning because I was like, I know they're going to want me to try it again. They're like, patient found with new pneumothorax, new chest tube place. And I was like, huh, wild. I'm a doctor at this point.
Pretty much. We can all be MDs.
Yeah. So it was a bunch of back and forth. There were some good times. My patient finally stood and is extending and took audible steps, which was fun.
Awesome.
The next patient told me that his doctor turned his sweep down and that he is dealing with too much and he was not doing therapy that day. And I was like, sir, the thing is when they turn down the life support, your body has to support itself and it can't do that if you sit in the fucking bed.
Pretty much.
He's like, I don't care. I'm not fighting. Mind you, he has a trach and this doesn't have a passenger on. So he's just like,
so you're sitting this close to this fucking ear like, huh?
And I'm like, what? One more, sir.
What?
Y'all, I don't know if y'all are good at reading mouse. You're probably not because we've been living in a fucking COVID world for the last 2 years. Reading lips is the hardest shit I've ever done in my entire life. And it feels really shitty when you're trying to read the lips of someone who's dying in an ICU because as soon as they tell you this heartfelt statement, you have to be like, okay, one more time. Slower. I'll get it. Give me.
They're just like,
you want what?
Kill me now. You're like, huh?
You want
say it again?
Huh? Cantaloupe. Can you eat? Have you been eating breakfast?
Is my wife alive?
And then you stare at them and you're like, hold on really quick. I'm going to get the nurse. Hey, can you understand what he's saying?
And then you're sitting this close to them.
Yeah. Or I'll say, you know what? Let me get you a pen. They don't have the fucking strength to write.
So it's just scribbles. Yo, the ICU is the darkest place.
And by the time you figure
work.
it out, they're like, I want to die. Yeah. And you're like, oh, fuck.
You want to die?
You're like, well.
Okay, well, we'll let the doctors.
So we'll talk about it after we get you up to the chair. It's fucked up. So great. I had a great week.
Oh my God. The ICU is the darkest fucking place in the world.
It is. Someone told me the other day I had compassion fatigue because...
We all have fucking compassion fatigue.
Because this man was like, I can't fight anymore. And I was like, well, too bad, buddy, because you're on life support. And you know what that means? We're still fighting.
And
We're all here
and I'm getting my units today. I'm getting my productivity.
I was like, I know you're having a very hard day, but I can't get fired.
Right. How am I going to help others?
Help me help you, dude.
Exactly. I help you live. You help me get units.
Exactly. I literally told him, I was like, the least you can do today is sit unsupported in this bed. Is the least I can do. Like, I'm haggling with people in COVID ICU.
That is hilarious. It's people dying is not funny. We're not laughing at that.
Funny.
We're just laughing at the morbid emotions that we have to have in order to not go crazy with the stuff that we see on a regular basis.
Yeah, because in a normal situation, if you walked into a room and someone was sick and they told you I want to die, you'd be like, oh my goodness, let's talk about it. What's going on? But because I hear that every day, 7 times a day, and I know the reality of the situation, I'm like, listen, I get it. You're still got to get the fuck out. I don't tell you.
Well, speaking of that, like patients wanting to die, let's jump right on into it. So did you hear that Idaho,
I've heard of it,
the state of Idaho.
Familiar to me.
Yes, they actually have put into place a universal DNR. So apparently in Idaho, it's been, or allegedly in Idaho, it's the COVID numbers are so bad and their health system is so overwhelmed, as every other healthcare system is in the whole entire world, specifically in the United States. Anyway, that they have incited this universal DNR, which basically states that physicians have the ability to ration healthcare. So if they feel that you are not going to make it, they are not actively touching you whatsoever. And they're like, diabetes, high cholesterol, stroke, obesity. No, we're not giving you any kind of care. We're not giving you any treatment whatsoever.
I feel like there's a way we could help this whole situation. It's called a vaccine.
Yeah.
It stops people from getting to the point where they need to be.
But it's not only a vaccine. Hospital. It's also social like stop having That's parties. True. Also, That's like.
But here's the thing. Initially, when I hear the fucking hospital can just be like, nope, we're not doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? But also like limited resources, buddy.
Absolutely.
And it would piss me off if like my family member was in the hospital, like 30-year-old healthy person who can't get time, attention, the doctor to come see them because they're dealing with this like morbidly obese 75-year-old patient with all these other comorbidities who isn't doing very well. But you know, I don't know. COVID's a weird situation.
I think just rationing healthcare resources is a very different situation because we're not in the Hunger Games, you know, and it's unfortunate because as a consumer of healthcare on that side of the spectrum, you know, we're just, no, you need to treat everybody, fight for everybody. But then when you're on the other side of that shit and you see these people suffering in these beds, they have wounds on their behinds. They got peg tubes where they got feeding tubes. They're on vents. They're on ECMO. They're on all these pressors. Their limbs start turning black. You're just like, let this person go to Jesus.
Well,
staying on this machine for 2 and 3 and 4 or 5 months is pointless. But then you have those breakthrough stories where you're just like, if you hadn't been on it for 5 months and you're surviving and you walk back in the hospital, you're like, shit.
One breakthrough. Doctors feed you this shit all the time, right? Because if you're a doctor, you're in the business of saving lives, right? So everything, we're going to do it. We're going to work very hard. On our end, I feel like we're this weird middle ground where we're like, there's only so much we can do.
Pretty much.
And also we're in there, like doctors come in and they talk to the patient for a while and then they're fucking out. The nurses carry out the day-to-day, right? We're in there for a solid 30 minutes an hour, talking with them, learning them, becoming close with these people. So we're like, hey, they don't want to do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I was going with the story. I had a really good point. Didn't take my medicine today. Let's come back. 5, 6, 7, 8.
We were talking about people letting them die or live, the universal DNR.
Oh, doctors will always push therapy because they're like, obviously this will help. We need to get them up. We need to get them moving. And we're always like, does it always help? Sometimes you need a break. There's only so much we can do, but it'll be one breakthrough case where it's a patient that you're like, we need to stop working with them. This is not helping. We need to let them go. And the doctors push. And then miraculously.
And it's not the surge.
This patient returns from like the grips of death itself to start walking and talking and eating on their own and doing all this shit. And that fuels a doctor for like the next 15 years.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, well, that one patient, everyone wanted to fucking stop working with them. And I'm the one who pushed it. And it worked. And then that shit, they'll ride that and for the next 10 years.
Remember Mr. Johnson? He was 95 years old here for 7 months. And now he walked back in here with no walker. Shut the fuck up.
Remember that patient that was inappropriate? No one wanted to touch them. Their heart wasn't beating. They couldn't breathe. They were just rotting in the bed. And I forced you to get them up and moving. And now look at them.
And it's like, but you don't count the 100 people that died before that person. They saw 100 people die because you kept them on fucking life support when they should have been on it. But it's
just hard. Ugh.
It is.
I don't know, but
it's
they
weird.
and it's hard on our side because I feel like we deal with the same thing because we're understaffed. Our resources are limited, right? Even with therapy.
Yeah.
So people will be like, well, you know, we need to see this certain, like the COVID population. We're going to see these people with COVID in the ICU every day because it's so important that they're getting up. And from our end, we're like, these people are chronically ill at this point.
Yeah.
They've been in the hospital for 6 months. If we see them every other day, that way we can see some of these other people who are, you know, more functional, would benefit more from therapy. Like what? I don't understand what the difference is or like why it would benefit them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think some doctors even too, they take patients' deaths personal.
Yeah,
and it's like, you know, I get it, because I think we get more attached to the patients than the physicians do, because we spend more time with them, and the nurses probably have a greater attachment because they spend even more time than we do. And so, but even when we get attached to our patients, especially for therapy purposes, we have to dig into their lives. We know their families, we know their children, their grandchildren, because we use that shit as fuel to help them get through what we're making them get through. Like, we use that as manipulation a lot of times to help them through the therapy session for them to get stronger. And it's like, some physicians just don't know how to stop. And I'm appreciative for those physicians, because I think that's, you know, they have great tenacity to be able to see what they see and to continue to fight for their patients and advocate. But sometimes their fight is detrimental at the same time, especially if a patient is telling you, hey, I don't want to continue. But in this case of, you know, Idaho kind of going into a universal DNR, I mean, I honestly think that hospitals have been doing that from the very beginning of the pandemic, because last year was way worse with regard to PPE and the lack of resources, because nobody, like, even though people saw this coming, no hospital adequately prepared.
No.
Staffing, PPE, nothing. Nobody prepared for it.
It honestly sounds like some purge shit. Universal DNR.
Absolutely.
That's fucking scary.
That really is.
But honestly, who lives in Idaho? Couldn't tell you one place in Idaho. Boise, that's all I got. Are there other cities in Idaho?
Boise. Isn't there a university there? I think my aunt went to grad school in Boise.
Surely. There's got to be schools there.
No, she went to Bowie State. What is Bowie? What? BW? Yeah, Bowie State. Yeah, I was wrong. Sorry, it's not Boise. Anyway.
Name 3 cities in Idaho. Go.
Boise. Boise 2. And Boise.
Dude, there's got to be other states in Idaho.
Other states or other cities?
I mean, other cities. Nothing's fucking coming to mind.
Do they have an NBA or an NFL team? No.
Boise State is a school.
Let me see.
The Cornhuskers? Is that Idaho?
What?
Oh, potatoes. Idaho's potatoes.
That's definitely potatoes. Cities in Idaho. Let's see.
Go. Damn.
Boise, Meridian, Nampa. Oh, let's see the 5 largest. Hold on. Let's see the 5 largest cities in Idaho. Boise. We also have Overview. What the fuck? That's weird. There's also Meridian.
Okay.
There's also Nampa. We already said those.
Nampa sounds like a Tampa ripoff.
And then Idaho Falls. Those are the top 5 cities in Idaho.
Wow. Never heard of them. Shout out to all the people in Idaho.
Idahoians. I don't know. Anyway.
Did you call them Hoians?
Idahoians.
Okay.
Like Floridians, Idahoians.
Sure.
I don't know.
Anyway.
They're not hoes.
Won't be going to Idaho, so don't worry about it.
But thank you for the potatoes, because I love potatoes.
I do fuck with potatoes.
Absolutely. Sweet and the regular ones. Anyway, rustic.
Favorite kind of potato?
Rustic.
No, like.
Oh. I thought you meant like the type of
mashed, fried.
Oh, is that what?
Boiled, fried, roasted.
Waffle.
You psycho. Rustic. Bitch, what? Shell golden. Sweet.
Wait, is that what you really asked me? What were you asking me?
How do you like your potatoes prepared?
Oh, how do I like? I like steak fries.
Steak fries.
Yeah.
You like a thick'em.
I do. I'm a thick'em.
I cook with roasted potatoes. I can eat roasted potatoes every day.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, I eat sweet potatoes every day.
I can also eat French fries every day.
Me too, but I like steak fries. Steak fries, steak and waffle fries, but only waffle fries from Chick-fil-A. I don't like them from any other place.
I like curly fries. I'm a curly fry.
Oh God, I hate curly fries, and I hate sweet potato fries.
You hate sweet potato?
They're gross.
Oh,
I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I'll eat sweet potatoes, but not sweet potato in a fry.
Interesting.
Because what do you put on it?
Ketchup.
No, that's weird. You don't put ketchup on a sweet potato.
You do not. That would be gross.
Yeah.
Aioli. You don't like aiolis?
What is that?
Like a it's a sauce.
What? Sweet and sour? What is that?
No, aioli is like a cream sauce.
No, that sounds too bougie.
Hold on, I'll give you.
Does it come in a packet? If it doesn't come in a packet, it's bougie.
Like when you're at a restaurant, they give you aioli. It's a mayonnaise seasoned with garlic.
Nah.
It's pretty fucking good.
That's what sounds like. It sounds like a white thing.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're like, how can we make mayonnaise better?
Yeah, no.
Or throw some garlic in it. Call it aioli.
Black people are like, barbecue or ketchup. Or ranch. That's it.
Dude, you fuck with ranch. Ranch is good with sweet potato fries.
I don't like ranch.
What? Cut it off, Darren.
I know Darren has a lot of editing to do. I don't know. I don't like ranch like that. Blue cheese. Bleh.
Oh, I don't fuck with blue cheese. I'll give you that.
I don't like ranch anything. That's gross. All right. Also, too, in the news, we got to talk about it, y'all. We just got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because we live here in Texas, and the things that have been going on with the Haitian immigrants that have been coming from Mexico trying to get over to the border. Have you seen stuff in the news about that?
I've seen the clips. Have I deep dove? No. Here's why. Already depressed.
Very true. I guess my question is
how they get to Mexico from Haiti. Same.
Right. So people were saying that they came from South America, which makes sense.
That makes sense. They are connected.
But I just don't understand.
Geographically?
No, not geographically. That makes perfect sense. But how long have you been walking? Because here's the thing. What I do know about the Haitian community, which is not very much, but it's enough because I live in Florida, and in Florida it's a huge Haitian population. I mean, Miami got little Haiti, but usually when Haitian immigrants come to the United States through Florida, we have these videos that come on from the news where you have boats that are capsizing, and people are coming over on from Cuba. They come from boats on Cuba, from Haiti, from all these different places and stuff like that. They also come on work visas, and then they just don't leave, which is totally fine with me. I don't care, whatever, because you're working. I don't care, but my tax money is going to be spent either way, so it don't matter.
If a bunch of Haitian occupational therapists show up, show up and start doing my job for half the price,
that's going to mess up. Yeah,
we're
going to take them out. Yeah, we're going to take them out. But no, they won't do that. But I think with such a big Haitian population in South Florida, and then even growing up with a lot of my friends being Haitian as well too, that country has just been through a lot lately.
Dude, it's that TikTok that's like bus club.
Yes,
it's like natural disaster, fucking
assassination,
government collapse.
Yes, like they're in debt. I mean, like the people of Haiti are just, oh my God, they're such beautiful people, and to see them struggling like that, and to seek asylum here in the United States, and then to be met at the Texas border with 1777 type style beatings with, you're using a fucking whip to whip these fucking people with your horses. Like, what kind of, they're fucking human beings. They're fucking human beings. Like but then the government has like, hey, we're going to bring 95,000 Afghans over here, which you should, because Bush has still not atoned for his sins from the goddamn Afghanistan war. Okay. That's all I'm saying. Anywho, he over here passing breath mints to Michelle Obama.
Well, someone has to.
No, she can get home and she got a personal assistant. But Bush, you need to atone for your sins, motherfucker. Anyway, but I just think it's insane that you treat people who are just trying to have a better life like shit, which is what we're all doing.
Yeah.
And people have this idea that the United States is the greatest country in the world. No, it's not. No, it's not. When you get over here, this shit is fucked.
It's better than a lot of other places.
Absolutely. But I would rather go to where? Fucking New Zealand.
I will not argue with that. I will give
Canada. You that. I would take New Zealand first. As long as I got a Chipotle.
Just I don't know. I can't confirm that for you. I've never heard anyone flee New Zealand and or Australia for a better life.
Absolutely not. Unless
they flee to come fuck around over here a while, and then they go back.
Big ass animals though, like tarantulas and snakes coming out your toilet.
There's no snakes in New Zealand.
No snakes? Why
I'm
not?
pretty sure that's a fact.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, New Zealand it is.
Please hold that.
New Zealand it is then. And they got a lady president. I love that.
Do they really?
Yes.
Oh. Unlike Australia, there are no land snakes in New Zealand.
I'm moving to New Zealand. Are there black people there? Probably.
There are also no black people in New Zealand. Well, they're probably Aboriginal.
Listen, them men, they ain't sexy. That's all I'm saying. I sound like a man when I say that. They're sexy.
I don't know that I've ever seen a black person from New Zealand.
Definitely
African
not.
New Zealanders.
They're there.
They're 0.3% of the population.
I'm about to make it 0.4.
Racism in New Zealand runs deep, this article says.
God damn. Okay, Canada it is.
God.
That's crazy.
Deciding to migrate, stories of African immigrant women living in New Zealand.
Nope.
We're going to have to do some research.
Yeah, maybe there's a podcast.
I don't know about all that.
Jeez. But yeah, it's oh God, it sucks. It's horrible. Anyway, on to something lighter. Didn't you watch the Rihanna Fenty show?
Let's talk about the Rihanna Fenty show. Glad you brought it up.
Yeah.
Robin does it up fucking again. First of all,
I was like, who the fuck is Robin? That's definitely her name.
Robin Fenty.
I didn't put it two and two together.
I just love. Have you watched any of them? The Fenty.
I've seen some clips. Like I saw Jade Nova perform, and then I saw Jasmine Sullivan perform.
Jasmine, thick ass, fucking Sullivan. She looks so good.
I love her. She's one of my favorite. She is my favorite singer. Second to Brandy. But anyway, I did see a lot of the models that she used. very inclusive, and I love it.
There's did you see the girl, the double amputee?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I didn't even realize she had prosthetic legs. I was watching with my friend. He was like, look at her gold legs.
Yeah.
I was like, beautiful. The idea that you're just watching this like beautifully choreographed dance number with all these like models of different sizes, mostly people of color, different shapes, different disabilities and abilities, and then they're all just wearing bum ass fucking underwear.
And even too, the inclusivity of like the LGBTQ plus community as well too. Like that was amazing,
dude. It was so good. Everyone go watch it. I wanted to listen to Busta Rhymes for like 2 days straight after watching it.
I love Busta Rhymes until he said fuck the mask. I was like, who? I can't fuck with you then, Busta. Put your mask on, bitch. But anyway, neither here nor there.
It was so good. Everyone go watch it. I love her. I stand for her.
Isn't it on
my
Prime,
only
right?
issue was, yes, Emily Ratajkowski. Do you know who that is? The model with the huge tits, the one from the Blurred Lines video. Blurred Lines.
Didn't she have a baby?
She did.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Her and Vanessa Ann Hutchins. Vanessa Hutchins now, I guess. Whatever. Like, edging on cultural appropriation.
Aren't they always?
But it's one of those weird things where like it's Rihanna's fashion show.
Yeah.
But like 87% of the people in the show are black. And so everyone's it's just like they have do-rags on. A lot of the girls had braids, that kind of shit. But then it's like Vanessa Ann Hutchins and this like Emily Ratajkowski also and dressed the same way as everyone else. But I'm like,
yeah.
Is it? But isn't it? But I don't know.
It's a little edgy, but no, I don't think. I mean, now if they put on like tanning lotion to make themselves look darker, then yes, that's obviously blackface. But I mean, if you're in a fashion show and that's the theme, I don't think it's appropriation.
See, that's the theme. But like, should it be a theme if it's a culture?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess if it was like a Marc Jacobs show, it would have been fucked up, but because it was a Fenty show,
absolutely.
It was fine.
I think because she was the creative director behind it.
Like if she co-signs it, it's got to be okay.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
My initial reaction, my knee-jerk reaction was like,
well, I'm quite sure if you had that reaction, a lot of other people did too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But also, I think Vanessa Hutchins wants to be black, so that's probably why.
Hey, being black is good until you got to be black.
Hey.
But yeah.
But yeah, it was great.
Well, speaking of black people.
Speaking of
and
them.
appropriation and diversity and inclusion, let's talk about diversity for a little bit. So, Jelani Day. Ever heard of him?
Yeah, I have. I watched the videos. I love TikTok for the sleuth.
Gen Z. Let me look right at this
They are
camera.
grassroots people.
Gen Z is not playing with you motherfuckers, okay? And I used to hate Gen Z, but
really proving themselves recently.
You are proving that you guys are standing your ground and that you're here for the long haul. And I love it. Jelani Day is an African-American young man who was in grad school in Illinois, Iowa.
Couldn't tell you.
It's one of the states with an I.
If it's not Texas, Florida, New York, and California.
Right. But he did go to, I think it was Alabama A&M University. So he did go to an HBCU. Unfortunately, this is a very sad story. He went missing in the beginning of September. And no news coverage, little to no news coverage, right? And they were looking for him, his family and all that kind of stuff. For weeks, this young black man had been missing. 2 days, into a young white woman, Gabby Petito. She's been everywhere on the news. Her fiance, boyfriend is, I think, a person of interest, obviously, in her death. They found her body. This girl was only missing for 2 days. 2 days. And she was all over CNN, ABC News, Fox News, everywhere. Jelani Day went missing, black young man, weeks before this young lady did. No news coverage.
Tale as old as time.
Oh my God, it's insane. And just the lack of news coverage for black and brown people continues to reign supreme in this country, unfortunately. And unfortunately, Jelani Day, they did find his body, unfortunately, in the river. So they're still trying to figure out, who did it.
That was a funky story. Just really the way that he was in med school and he had all these meetings to go to that day, but he didn't show up. But then they see him like driving his car and stopping and going to different stores. It's so strange.
Yeah. And then even with Gabby Petito.
Let's talk about Gabby Petito. That
story is just really weird.
If she takes me on a van life road trip and only one of us comes back, 100% she did it. Please send the cops to her house.
I'm not going to kill you, though. I'll just leave you.
My other thing is, and this is all alleged, right? You're going on a camping trip, what? A cross
Are you having a stroke? Jeez.
a cross country road trip,
Yeah.
right? And you're going hiking, and he's all into fucking barefoot hiking, which is stupid in my opinion, but whatever. There's so many ways to make a death look like an accident when you're hiking. Falling off a cliff, like her wandering off and him losing her and like dying because of the elements.
The thoughts and opinions here on this podcast are from the members themselves. You sound like you are incriminating yourself.
I'm just saying like, to me, there are just so many better ways to be like, oh my God, we were hiking and then she fell, or she wandered off, than to be like, oh, I drove across the country and I left her and she's somewhere and I don't know.
The problem is, the reason why he couldn't use that as an excuse, or why he can't use it as an excuse, is because a few days before she went missing, they had a domestic dispute where the police were called. So even if you would have accidentally pushed her over, you're still going to be a person of interest either way. You're going to be a person of interest.
I'm just like, I would have figured, I don't know.
Yeah.
I need everyone to do better. Maybe not killing her would have been the first step, allegedly.
Yes.
To doing better. But I just don't trust the, like, there's so many things I want to say. Do we need to help our children if they're murderers?
No.
No, I would say no. I would want, I don't know.
Let me tell you something. I am a type person, if you commit a crime, I'm turning you the fuck in.
Oh, you're that person.
I'm that person. I'm not going to help you. Like, you know how they have these little videos where they're like, oh, you know, you can't ask me any questions. We're just going to hurt some people and blah, blah, blah. And then the best friend says, whose car are we going to take? I'm not that kind of, you can ask my best friend Larissa right now. Listen, I will ride with you. Like I said, eons ago, I'm not dying and I'm not going to prison. I will turn you the fuck in. You ain't even got to give me no donuts like they did Anthony Anderson on Transformers.
He's like, these are guilt donuts.
Nope, you ain't got to give me the donuts. I will tell you exactly where she was, what she said here, all the text messages, Your Honor. I'm not going to jail for nobody. I will turn my mom in.
But you worked in a prison. I feel like that gives you
very true,
a very specific viewpoint. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not going to prison. I'm not going to prison for you. Now, if you want to slash his tires, I mean, I've done that before. Now, I haven't personally. No. I have not personally. No. I have not personally slashed anyone's tires. However, I have gone with a person who is not my friend, but I just thought it was fun and an experience, and it's content for the podcast. This was like back in when I was
accessory to the crime.
No. This was when I was just graduated high school. Anyway, this girl,
you think the statute of limitations is not up, ma'am?
Yeah, it is. I graduated a long time ago. She was pissed at her baby daddy, and we went with her to his house, to his parents' house. She sliced all 4 of them tires. Because you know, if you slice expensive. 4, they don't, your insurance won't pay for them.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild. That's good to know.
Yeah, she took a knife and she sliced all the tires. And I was just like, I didn't realize she was going to do that. And so it was almost like a set it off moment. Oh my God, get in the car, what the fuck? Yeah, ghetto times. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm not doing it. I will turn you in.
I don't blame you. I asked my mom if she would help me hide a body.
Your mom would definitely do it.
No, she said no.
What?
She said without a doubt. She was like, I love you, but I am not going to help you do that.
That's good for her.
I was thrown aback.
Good for her. I wouldn't help your ass either.
What the hell?
No.
I wouldn't do it without a plan and be a good reason.
The FBI is watching this video.
Like, I'm not just out here wilding. It would have to be like
a valid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Definitely not.
Do you ever watch those TikToks that are like, what has watching true crime or listening to true crime taught you? And all these people go off, and I'm like, yes.
Turn your Bluetooth off.
Leave the phone at home.
Leave the phone at home.
Everyone knows that.
Absolutely. Leave your phone at home.
And this, like, I'm not going to discuss my plans here.
Please don't.
But I have plans, all right? Not plans, but ideas.
I'm going to turn you in. Absolutely.
Yeah, but anyway, that is insane shit. If I ever go missing on a road trip, whoever I was with did it. 100% go after them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, speaking of van lives and, like, you know, large vehicles, vans. Why don't you tell me a story about a bus driver or a stripper pole or something?
Boston? Oh fuck! What did I say earlier? Cut this out.
Was it Boston? No, keep it in.
Smarter.
Listen, we're already taking the map stuff out. Neither of us know how to calculate a map. I know it's a cardiac output times a stroke volume or something. Anyway,
no, you didn't. You do not know. Don't cut that out. People need to know I'm smarter than you. There is a school. It was in Boston. There's a bus driver shortage in Boston, so that they had to charter some party buses to take the students to school.
Yeah.
And the party buses had stripper poles inside of them. Can you fucking imagine being a little kid walking into a fucking party bus with all your friends?
I'd never want to go to school.
Yeah, I would just woo, fucking
hell yeah,
going around
making
the pole.
TikToks and stuff. Hell yeah. Listen, okay, so did they say why they had such a shortage on bus drivers? Was it due to COVID or
trying to ride a bus?
A union? They're striking, you know.
I know you're not asking me for research right now.
So it needs to be evidence based. That's all I'm saying.
Party bus school.
I bet you it's like they're on strike or something.
This is so sane. And it was high school too.
That's horrible.
The caption for this is "Bada Bing Bada Bus." That's the fucking that's the title of the
Bada bing,
episode.
bada bus. That's hilarious.
Because another bus fell through. The real bus. There is actually a real bus shortage, and it speaks to the major flaws in the education system.
Wait, so like
There's
actual
a bus
physical buses?
Yeah, I guess there's a bus shortage. Why is there a bus shortage?
You know what? I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact with COVID, because the sensors and stuff that they use to make cars, when they had to shut all those factories down because of COVID, they couldn't make them. So a lot of car. That's why the car market or the car industry is like on and popping right now. All the prices of cars are going up because I sound like I was from Boston.
The cars.
Jeez. The cars are going up because they're running out of. They can't make the sensors fast enough.
I just like, how are you going to tell these kids or these girls, hey,
Yeah.
your shorts are too short, put a sweater on, but you're going to let me ride to school with a fucking stripper pole
all they
in
had.
the bus.
Well, remember when the hospital that I used to work at, they had for the shuttles, they were trying to get more shuttles because of COVID, and they had these Sprinter vans and stuff like that, and then you had to go all the way in the back. I mean, there weren't stripper poles in there, obviously, but they were really nice Sprinter vans.
Are you talking about the hospital?
Yeah.
The ones where they had to slide the door, get out of the car, slide the door open. Oh,
and you're
girl.
like, God damn it, I got to clock in.
I was talking about you the other day because after I'd hurt my back, Monty every day used to be like, I can't ride this shuttle into work. It hurts my back. We were like, shut the fuck up and get on the shuttle. You're fine. Y'all, I was sitting on the shuttle and this is me. And I was like, oh, my back the whole time.
Listen, and when they break, you're just like,
like I have no core to engage.
No.
My back was hurting so bad.
No, that's why I got permission to park in the garage, and I had to go through my primary care because I was like, you're not gonna fuck up my back. Like these damn shuttles don't have seatbelts in them. And even if
they're
did,
wild, and these people are here slinging.
Yes, and not only that, the chairs are horrible. My car has bucket seats for a reason, okay? And I need the bucket seats to grip me because my back is fucked up from this damn job or former job, whatever. Neither here nor goddamn there. The job, yes, from working with patients. So yeah.
So we should really get a party bus.
We can make a lot of money like that.
We could.
Yeah, we can Uber a party bus. That'll be fun. Now, if you throw up in this bitch, you gonna come and clean it up.
Can you imagine cleaning that? Gross.
Hell no. No, I would sue you. Absolutely. Ouch. So another situation that's kind of going on, Walmart. Ever heard of it?
Never been there.
So
I never heard of it.
Let me ask you this question. When were you introduced to layaway?
Oh, at a very young age.
Yeah.
We fucked with layaway in my family.
Hell yeah, we did
Hard
too.
and heavy. Christmas, layaway. Yeah. What you need, layaway.
Absolutely.
TVs, layaway.
Good.
TJ Maxx got layaway. Walmart has layaway. I could tell you all the
Burlington.
places. Yep. I could tell you wherever
Sears.
in a fucking 20-mile radius has layaway. And that's why as an adult, I am a full participant of Afterpay, Klarna.
Yeah.
Anything that'll let me fucking put that shit on payments. I'm like, why pay now when I can fucking make installments?
Pretty much.
I have them. Ooh.
Did it come with loose?
You have to cut that out.
Plug it back in. There you go. Okay.
Y'all, I have the money in my account.
Yeah, I just don't want to spend it.
It's just the fact that I'm like, oh, no, I don't want that all gone.
It's like something on Amazon is $20 and the shipping is $5. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll be like, oh, it's $40 or you could make 4 payments of 10. I was like, oh, perfect.
No, they're always like 4 payments of 15. And you're like, I'm paying extra in interest, but it's okay. I'm not paying all the way up front.
But not with Afterpay and Klarna.
Yeah. Well, saying all that to say, Walmart is getting rid of layaway. They're no longer doing layaway and they're replacing it with you ever try to go on like a Walmart and they're like, oh, do you want to pay it with Affirm, which is basically like their little credit card thing or whatever. So basically they're just trying to get people more in debt to them by using Affirm and taking away
people
layaway.
Feel less poor. Like layaway always made me feel poor.
If you have credit debt, you're poor.
I know, but it doesn't have the same like, oh, that's ghetto. You know what I mean?
Because everybody has credit card debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I get that.
But I remember having to walk up to the fucking layaway counter
Yep.
and have to make your payment.
It was amazing once your mom and dad paid off everything. It was like, yes, oh my God, can I even fit these shorts anymore? Because they've been here for so long.
Yes, ours was always like TVs or like back to school shit. Like you go get
Yeah.
all your Christmas shit. We'd all like go
Yes.
pick out all our Christmas presents, and it would sit in fucking layaway for 2 months.
Absolutely.
Like, fuck.
Yep. My parents used to do the same thing. We're like, we finally gonna get it up layaway, or you would go. My mom would be like, oh, okay, we're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna go to the store, and then we would go, and we're like, we're not getting anything. No, I'm paying off the layaway. Like I'm paying the bill, and you're like, oh damn it.
That is
so
a
how much more
different
money do
kind
you
of-
have left on it? And we have $100 left. Okay.
That's a different kind of poor. It's a different kind of
is.
broke. Oh,
And it's a different kind of disappointment every time you walk out of that goddamn store without the things that you
dude,
see.
at Walmart, our layaway counter
Yeah.
was behind the fish tanks. So like my mom would always be busy doing some shit at layaway, and I was just there staring at the fish, like, I wish I had money.
I think layaway is such an American experience. No matter where you are in life, you will put some shit on
They're
layaway.
like, oh, you want it? Can't afford it? Well, it'll sit back here on the shelf. You could pay for 25% of it right now.
And every time we used to go to the back of the store, you see the mounds and mounds of
shit,
stuff. And you're
yes.
like, oh, my stuff is still there. Okay, cool.
Literally, just like big like toys, TV, like
Yes.
tires, random shit.
Yep, absolutely.
You're just like waving to the
Meat
people at the
coats.
counter, like, oh, you're here too? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't pay for my
I'm just
shit.
here to put $5 on it.
I'll get it eventually.
Exactly. So yeah, it's all a scheme to put people further in debt. So
You'd think because I grew up doing that I'd be like, I don't want to buy anything unless I can afford it. Fuck no.
that happens for like a week.
Yeah.
Like you become mature for like a week, and then you're just like, you know what? Treat yourself. I work hard. Mimosas, fine leather goods.
And there's all these sites
I love
now
Greta.
to where they're like, when you go to check out, it'll be like credit or gift card, or it's like, or we've already pulled up your Klarna Afterpay account. I'm like, oh, well, why would I? Boop.
It's the worst. I think Afterpay should only be allowed on like flights,
Ooh.
because I
I
think like
think you can't. It's not an Afterpay, but there is a service.
lot of airlines do that.
now that you can do
yeah,
that with
it's like
fucking airlines.
fly now, pay later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And you
why
can
I
book
love
your ticket.
Expedia. Expedia
Yeah.
will let you book now, pay later. I'm all
do.
about fucking delayed gratification.
Absolutely, procrastination and
I'm like,
financial
I'm
procrastination.
like, well, what are the odds that I'll change my mind? Like, just book
Absolutely.
it. They're like, bitch, it's $50 more to do it that way. I was like,
It
don't
really
care.
is.
Don't care.
Yeah, we don't, because interest is like, whatever. We don't
To
care.
get me to do anything, all you have to do is tell me that I can commit now and then not have any real fiscal responsibility until
Absolutely.
much later.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
I'll pay it off much quicker.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Well, so let me just ask you this question. We're gonna take a little breather real quick. So, not that kind of breather, but let me ask you this question. So you know how the weather lately here in San Antonio has been getting a little cooler?
By cooler, she means it's 70 degrees.
No, it was 53 degrees. Degrees? It was 53 degrees the other day.
shut
And it
up.
was like, yeah. And the temperature has been dropping. So we are officially in fall. Which means-
what is it? Something girl fall, hot girl summer, and then there's. What is it called? Hot.
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
But
You're talking about you having a goddamn stroke.
I hate you. It's called hot girl summer, and then it's like something fall. Fuck me, dude.
Slow down fall. I don't know.
Someone please tell me what the hell is it called? It's hot girl summer, and it's gonna be a fucked up fall. I don't know. What is it called? I'm
A
pissed.
COVID fall? I don't know.
Someone tweet Meg right now. Flirty girl fall.
Maybe. I mean, it's cuffing season. Anyway,
Financially
I
fucked
don't believe
fall.
in cuffing season. Do you believe in cuffing season?
I believe that it's a phenomena that
Really?
happens. Yeah, I think everyone soft launches their relationships in September. And then they're like really dedicated to the cuff in probably
Until Valentine's
October,
Day.
November, and then they lock it down until
Is that
Valentine's Day
like a
spring break.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Is that just like a 20-something thing?
Probably.
Because ain't no grown ass people out here cuffing season in their 30s and 40s, like late 30s and 40s.
No.
Listen, bitch. You listen. Okay? We get married. Damn it.
It's got to be a 20s thing because, like, the summer, you're still thotting and bopping. It is still a hot girl summer. You're winding down in August, but you're looking at your roster more seriously. Like, who can I carry into the fall? September, you're trying to soft launch. Try it out.
That's
narrow
horrible.
it down.
You sound like an expert at this.
It's not. It's just how it works. That's like the soft lunch on Instagram, the soft lunch of your relationship.
That's horrible.
And then once you have it pretty narrowed down, you really don't have to commit until, like, I would say post Black Friday.
Who's making these rules? Is there a book? Is there a manual that you follow? Like, where are we
Surely
getting
Steve
this
Harvey's
information?
written about it.
Did you see his denim suit? Denim. Anyway,
No,
Neither nor there.
I don't know. Cuffing season's real because then everyone chills out for the winter. You're not, but also in like I feel like it's more a northeastern thing because you're like locked the fuck down. Here we're still out fucking thought and bobbing because it's warm.
See, I was too busy getting fucking degrees. Bullshit. I never had a.
But I think it's also more of a sentimental thing. Like everyone's chilling for the holidays, kind of busy. You don't have the time to be out here doing all the shit. You just need
But
someone.
that's the time where like you really get to know someone is when you're most vulnerable during those holiday times. You're around family, you're reflecting, you're figuring out what's important. That to me is the most vital time.
I mean,
frame
you
of
can
your
get
life.
to know someone and then drop them when it warms back up. And
Listen.
just because they're part of the roster doesn't mean you don't invest in them mentally.
Let me just say this if my husband listens to this now, you drop me at a certain time, I will kill you. You understand what I'm saying to you? I will break your fucking neck. Don't play with my emotions. I'll beat your ass. I don't play with my emotions. I will cut you off.
You scare me.
Listen, I don't play when it. Listen, how you doing? What you want? What you looking for? Wife? Let's go get married. 90 days later, let's do it. I'm not playing.
90 days?
Ma'am, my uterus is on the clock.
I am, what the?
I'm 37. My uterus is on the clock.
I feel like
The Muffin Man. I'm kidding. She said, do you know?
he's married to the Muffin
Muffin
Man.
Man.
The Muffin Man?
The one that lives on Drury Lane.
He's married to the Muffin Man. Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, I just every time somebody says it, okay.
You're
go
a
ahead.
monster. I feel like someone can be on their best behavior. Like a true psychopath would have to really win me over, right? In my head, like I would only like if you're gonna be crazy, I want you to be so crazy that I don't even realize it till like 2 years in. Like that's the kind of crazy you would have to be for me not to feel like I'm an idiot. But I feel like a very typical timeline is people are usually on their best behavior until like 6 months, 7 months. Then they start doing some fucking funky shit.
But I think too, a lot of times, even when you're dating someone, asking the hard questions very early on. I have 5 questions to ask guys when I first meet them or when they first meet me, when you approach me, and it's going to tell me everything I need to know about you.
All right, go. I'll answer them.
Okay, number 1, are you in a relationship?
Okay.
Number 2, is anyone in a relationship with you?
Ooh,
Exactly.
good question.
Number 3, would anyone be upset to know that I am on a date with you?
Hard hitters. Is this
Exactly.
like after an appetizer or before?
No, this is before you get my number.
Wow.
Absolutely. Question number 4. Have you had any sexual contact with a member of the same sex?
I thought you were going to say same family.
No, ew, that's gross. That's even worse.
Incest. Yes or no?
That's horrible.
Is it a kink?
Oh God, that's worse. Oh Jesus, that's horrible. But not worse like being gay is wrong. No.
Flag her.
Yeah, no.
Flame
no.
her in the
No.
comments.
Love wins. I am definitely an ally to the LGBTQ plus community. But and the 5th question is, do you have children?
Those are good questions.
Because if you'll lie about your kids, you'll lie about everything else.
My 5 questions would be like, if we were in a virtual game and
Okay.
you could either sacrifice me for the win or you could be stuck with me in this universe forever because you would lose the game. You're sacrificing yourself. What would you choose in this virtual reality? That's what I need to know. Also, I need to know if you've ever mixed sodas in the same cup, like at the soda fountain. I just don't trust that.
I love doing that.
See,
what's
I don't
wrong
like
with
that.
that? Is that
I don't
like
like
psychopathic behavior?
I just don't know. I just don't know about that for me personally. I also need to know if you're a bath taker. It's just something I like to know about people.
Mine is, do you use baby wipes? If you don't use baby wipes, I don't trust you. And if you, like, what do you put on your bread first? The peanut butter or the jelly?
Peanut butter.
You're a psychopath.
You put the jelly first?
Absolutely.
What's wrong with you?
Because wait, here's my question. Because then you're gonna put the fucking peanut buttery ass goddamn knife into the goddamn jelly jar.
But here's the thing. No.
Yeah, Alyssa,
No.
you got peanut butter remnants all in through the jelly. That's no. You're a psychopath.
No, I think I use a spoon for jelly.
Oh my God, you're a psychopath. You are a psychopath.
What the fuck?
Butter knife for peanut butter and jelly. You put the jelly on first and then you go to the sink, rinse it off. You don't lick it off. I hate when people do that.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah, don't lick it off.
No.
Rinse it off, and then you put the clean butter knife in the peanut butter
You do
and then spread
peanut
it.
butter on the bread. Then you get a spoon and you just put the jelly and then you spread.
No. Ooh,
What
that was
the
my
fuck
stomach.
is that?
I did not burp. That was my stomach doing that. I don't know. It's
Okay.
an alien trying
My
to get out.
last question for a relationship would be, does your family do turkey trot? Are you a turkey trot family?
What is turkey trot?
You know what turkey trot is?
No, I don't.
Bitch, turkey trot is a fucking psychotic ass fucking marathon on early as shit on Thanksgiving morning.
That's white people stuff.
Turkey trot. And I just need to know if that's the kind of situation you're in, because I really think that frames you.
Is that just a Texas thing?
No, there's turkey trot everywhere. I think it's everywhere.
I've never heard of that before.
Well, because it's crazy and it's insane. Why on my one of my only days off of the year am I gonna wake up early and fucking go run a marathon?
So there's no turkeys involved. You're not going.
No, it's just because it's on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh, okay.
It's a turkey trot.
I was gonna say, do you end up with a turkey if you win or something?
Because I'm just thinking, like, I don't want to be the shitty fucking, like, significant other that's like, I'm not fucking doing that. Like, I don't want to put that bad vibes. I'll bring the snacks, I guess. I don't know. I'm not gonna involve myself in that.
You're a psychopath. The fact you just got me on the fact that you spread jelly with a spoon. I'm not over that.
Anyway,
that's weird. Anyway,
whatever. Moving on.
Yeah, so those are my 5 questions to ask when I'm dating. And I ask those because the thing is, here's what you're not going to do. I'm not going to waste my time, and I'm not going to waste your time. Men sometimes always talk about, sometimes you should pay and blah, blah, blah. So to not waste your money, okay, because I can go cook. I know, clearly. Don't I look like I know how to cook? I cook very good. Now, because this ain't McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. This is home cooked meals, okay, that I prepare. But neither here nor there.
This is all trans fat.
Oh my God, I can't. You're not gonna play with my emotions, and I want you to know up front what it is I want. That's it. It's building boundaries in the very beginning. Because the thing is, I think people are so willing to just go through bullshit, and it's like, if you just tell me what you want from the very beginning, we could not waste each other's time.
Do you think people know what they want?
Some people do. Some people are very blunt about it. Like, I'm just here just to pass the time until I find something better. Okay, brother. Thank you for telling me. You know what? I'm bored right now. I'll give you 30 days. And I'm not going to have no level of expectation of what you bring to the table or what we could possibly be. You know, there are people out there who just want a friend with benefits. Let them know up front. Like, hey, girl, all I want is just the booty. Okay, sir. All I want is the eggplant. Cool beans. But you got to let it be known. You got to talk about it and say what it is you want. Before the menus get put, before we even go to the restaurant and pick, let me ask those 5 questions.
I would at least like a drink.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Give me an appetizer. Cheese
sticks. Listen, most time when I ask those questions, they'd be like, what the fuck? Next. Thank you.
Thank you.
Filter them out. Because I'm not going to waste first of all, I hate to get dressed up. You know I do. I hate to put on clothes. And if I've already come home and taken off my bra, I'm not putting that back on to go out with you. So to not have to do that because all this heavy artillery that I have.
Oh, here's this Google Doc.
Exactly. Just fill it out.
Fill it out. Little survey for you.
Absolutely. And then you tell me everything I need to know.
I'm going to start doing that, but it's going to be like a Rorschach test. I'm like, what do you see?
A fish. Out.
Nope. Next.
Well, even because
like, give me your birth time and look at these fucking ink spots.
Is your moon in retrograde? That's what you're gonna ask. Are you a Sagittarius, Gemini?
What's your relationship with your mom?
A Saturn moon rising. But that's a very good question though.
Yeah.
Relationships with your relationship with your parents, I think, are one of the, and how you handle things with your parents is a big telltale sign and a lot of what you will know about a person.
Yeah. Like, I don't like people that talk shit about their parents.
No, I don't either. If you talk shit about the people who gave you life and who took care of you for however many years, I don't care how shitty they were, tells me a lot about you. Mm-hmm. But but there's a difference. If you talk shit about your parents, but you empathize with where they come from and understand that, listen, I'm healed from that. So yes, it was traumatic, but blah, blah, blah. And you found a newfound, lease on life about it, then I'll take that in consideration. But if it's just straight, my mom was a piece of shit, fuck that bitch. No. Because you'll slap me right the fuck upside my head. Nope.
Because I know how this turns out.
Yeah, because something I'm going to say going to remind you of your mama and I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to kill you.
And if you talk shit about the person who's 50% of you,
thank you.
No.
Yeah, that's Anyway, saying all that to say, it's fall pumpkin spice. Yes or no?
Oh, fuck yeah. I love
pumpkin spice.
I am a whore for pumpkin spice.
Listen, I bought 2 pumpkin spice creamers. I'm not even a coffee drinker, but I bought 2 pumpkin spice creamers. 1 dairy, 1 non-dairy, just because I want to know what was the difference.
The milk would be the difference.
But I'm just saying, it's probably more sugar.
My money's on the lactose.
Nah, it's probably
No.
just more sugar.
Dude, I love pumpkin spice lattes. Sign me up. The pumpkin bread from
Yes.
Starbucks and the scones. That's all coming
Have
to
you
me.
had-
Everything from Trader Joe's, get in my belly.
I just went to Trader Joe's and they have pumpkin spice like body butter. Bought that. Smells so good. And they have their famous Trader Joe's pumpkin spice bread. It's like super
one's
thick like
good.
brioche. Oh my God.
Have you had the autumnal pasta sauce? That
No.
fucking, it's like some squash shit. It's a pasta sauce from Trader Joe's that
But it
comes
has
out in the
pumpkin in it?
fall. I don't know if it's pumpkin or just like squash. But it's
they
the
only put it out
autumn
there in fall.
sauce. It's all, it's so flipping good. So good.
I went to Nothing But Cakes yesterday. Don't judge. Anyway, or was it today? No, yesterday because they served a
They're
award.
closed on Sundays.
That's right, like Chick-fil-A. I went there yesterday, 5 minutes before they closed, and I was like, hey, do y'all have any more pumpkin spice buntlets? And they were like, no. The one girl was like, no, we don't. And another girl was like, yeah, remember we have one left. I was
It was
like,
probably
you
the
fat
one
bitch.
she, the one she's about to take home.
She wanted it. I was like, ew, can I get that? And her coworker was like, you fucking bitch, I wanted to take that home. Gotcha, bitch. You didn't need it. You worked there. Go get a whole nother cake.
She's going, she's like, dear diary.
I fucking hate you. I love everything. I think we're probably the only two black people in the world that love everything pumpkin spice.
Black people don't fuck with pumpkin spice?
No.
You like pumpkin pie?
Okay. I will eat a pumpkin pie if a sweet potato pie is not available, but traditionally I don't like pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie.
And I think that's the biggest difference. It's like black people always eat sweet potato,
pie.
but I will always choose
Is it
sweet
because it has
potato.
marshmallows?
What has marshmallows?
Does a sweet potato pie have marshmallows?
Fuck no. You put marshmallows on a goddamn sweet potato pie, I will whoop your ass.
I'm sorry.
That's sweet potato souffle.
Oh, excuse
Yeah.
the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but sweet potato pie and pumpkin pie, they look very similar. But if you are a connoisseur of sweet potato pie, you can tell the difference because sweet potato pie is darker.
Okay, and do you like pumpkin rolls?
Like,
The like roll cake?
I don't think I've ever had that before.
Oh, that shit's good.
Where do you get your from? You make it or where you get it from somewhere?
And by I make it, I mean someone in my family. I don't even know who makes it.
Hey, we'll get your family to make it.
Yeah, I'll have them make you one. It's like this thin sheet cake. You put icing on it and you roll it so it looks like a log.
Like a Swiss cake roll?
Yeah,
With
like a
just the
big one.
pumpkin?
Yeah.
I
It's
bet
so
that's really
It
good. I
is.
love Swiss cake rolls. So, I mean, I love everything. Anyway,
You be eating good.
Yeah.
I've been craving October. I'm so fucking ready. That's when I watch like all my spooky, scary shows.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Lovecraft Country again.
oh,
Get me in the mood.
I just want to watch, oh crap. What is it with the Sarah Jessica Parker and
Sex in the City.
the witch's story? Oh, damn it.
Hocus Pocus?
Hocus Pocus. Yes, I love that
I
movie.
love Hokey Pokey.
I love, and I hope they never remake that because that's gonna piss me
I think
off.
they were trying to make a second one.
They don't need to do that. No, yeah, because they were trying to make it about the children,
Yeah.
like their kids or something like that. But I'm like, don't fucking touch that movie.
Dude,
that movie
I
was
fucking love
beautiful.
Hocus
Bette Midler,
Pocus.
and there was another lady from the Sister Act that was in there that played the heavier set nun. Anyway, I can't remember her name, but yeah, I love everything pumpkin spice.
Kathy Najimy.
That's her name. Oh, never knew her name.
I think so.
But yeah, I
love October. You like Halloween? You're a Halloween girl?
love, yes, because of course it goes back to my tragic childhood. My childhood was not tragic. It was, I'm being dramatic.
Cue the violence.
I know, right? The problem is that we did not celebrate Halloween because I grew up in a very strict, Christian household, apostolic, okay, black apostolic.
Oof.
Right.
Double
And so,
homicide.
exactly. We couldn't even wear pants. Anywho, and so it was not Halloween because that's the devil's holiday.
Pagan holiday.
We celebrated Hallelujah night.
Oh,
So on Halloween,
what
we
the
would go down.
Sometimes the church tries so hard. Like, just ignore it.
The thing is, it's so innocent, and we would go down to the church
Was
on
it
Halloween.
like Hallelujah night, or it was just Hallelujah night?
Hallelujah night.
They should have really played it up. Hallelujah.
Straight Hallelujah
Nice.
from the Bible. Yep.
Hallelujah.
So we would go to church, and it was like 7:00. And here's what I didn't like about it. I think this is why it's so traumatic. There was no candy.
It's fucked up.
So you went there to learn about why Halloween was so evil. We're like, we come to this every year. I think we got it now. Can you at least give us a bag of
Couldn't
candy?
even bob for apples?
No.
So you've never bobbed for apples?
I did once, but it was not associated with Halloween. It was like a carnival that the church
Why
did
the
or
fuck
something.
would you bob for apples if it wasn't associated with Halloween?
Exactly. because I had a traumatic childhood. And so when we would come home, my dad would be like, turn off all the lights so they know we ain't got no candy. We don't want. And every single year, our fucking house was empty.
Like, fuck you.
Because our house was on the corner, the first house on the coldest, or on the corner. And we literally used to wake up, fucking eggs all on our door because my dad wanted to turn the lights off.
I'm sure they were like, we hate Halloween even more.
It was almost like it was raining. Your grandma was like, turn off all them lights, be still. Like somebody's gonna break in and try to get fucking candy. Like, oh God, it was horrible. So now I'm that weird neighbor. I will put little things on my yard. I will get all the candy and let all the kids take as much as they want to. I don't dress up. I think I dressed. Oh no, I did. 2 or 3 years ago, here in town, they were like, hey, if Chipotle was like, we'll give you a free burrito.
If I hear about Chipotle one more fucking time on this podcast.
Come in your Halloween costume. Bitch,
that's why you dressed up.
No, I got off work and had on scrubs. I was like, I'm a physical therapist. And they were like, all right, free burrito.
My
I got
God,
the free burrito.
dude.
I have my badge and everything. I'm a physical therapist. Here you go. That's it.
I love and hate Halloween. My mom loves holidays, right? Her favorite's Christmas, but we always celebrated every holiday.
Yeah.
But growing up, I was the only black kid in my class. B, 2 feet taller than everyone. C, like I had 50 pounds on everybody. So like I would always try to do the cute little Halloween costumes that all my friends were doing, and I looked like, fuck, I don't even know what to compare it to. Like,
did you like China from WWE? You got some powerful legs, girl. I'm just saying.
You bitch. Because that's exactly what it looks like.
China had a beautiful body.
I hate
China
you.
the wrestler, not China Tigers. China.
Black China.
Not Black
I did not.
China.
I wish I looked like Black China. I did not.
I'll
There's
pass.
this picture of me. I was Josie and the Pussycats one year.
Yeah.
My friends and I.
Do not lift your shirt.
I'm not. I'm fixing my pants so I can show you what my pants looked like. It was like this crop top with these cheetah pants, right?
Yeah.
But you know how when little kids are fat, it's all in the belly? It's like beer belly. So that's what I was rocking with. And I obviously was self-conscious about my fucking beer belly. So I kept pulling up my pants to meet my crop top. And my mom would be like, pull your fucking pants down. I was like, no, I don't want to. So all of my pictures is like I'm with these little these skinny little friends of mine. They have this cute little crop top, these bell-bottom pants. Yeah. And I look like fucking Urkel with my pants up. I have camel toe, and I look probably about 6 months pregnant. And
are you gonna post a picture?
I have to find it.
Okay.
It was rough. It was rough out here.
Yeah. Well, at least you got to dress up. We literally got nothing. And now, like, even my nephew last year, he wanted to be, because of course COVID, so he wanted to be Spider-Man for Halloween. And I guess at his school they were taking pictures. So my sister was like, well, it's going to be very difficult to get you out of this onesie, so I'm going to make it easier on the teacher. You're going to be a doctor for Halloween. So you could just take the little coat off, call it a day. He had the little, oh my God, my nephew looked so sad. He was just in the picture like, with these little stupid glasses. So of course, me being the great aunt that I am, I bought him a Spider-Man suit. Aww. And so for Christmas, he was Spider-Man. The problem with that, I ordered too big of a suit. Oh. And so his face was drowning in the little mask and his hands, like, it just looked weird.
Well, now he could be this year.
Yeah.
That could be a new tradition.
Absolutely.
Dressing up on Christmas.
Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah.
Why don't black people like pumpkin spice?
I think it's because we've dealt so long with sweet potato and the yam. And I don't think black people really had access to pumpkins like that growing up, because we couldn't, I mean, even going back into like the enslaved days, black people can't get no fucking pumpkins. You just got the scraps.
Didn't fuck with pumpkin spice shit.
No, I didn't start eating pumpkin spice anything until
there wasn't a Starbucks on the corner.
No, until I was in college and somebody baked. No, I think I had some pumpkin muffins. That's what it was. It was pumpkin muffins.
Pumpkin
and they were
chocolate
so
chip
good.
muffins are so good.
I've never had chocolate chip with them, but they're really good.
I'll make you some pumpkin chocolate chips.
Please do.
So good.
Yeah, but I love everything pumpkin spice. I don't, like I said, I will not say no to pumpkin pie, but if I see a sweet potato pie, I will always choose sweet potato over pumpkin.
I don't even know if I think I might have had a bite of sweet potato pie once.
I'll make you one. I know how to make sweet potato pie.
We'll swap. We'll do a bake swap.
Absolutely. Let's do that, and we'll put it on the podcast, and we'll do a taste test on the podcast.
There it is.
That'll be fun.
Perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Nice. All right. So what's going on in social media news? Shawn Mendes. What's going on with that?
Okay, so I am only speaking alleged here, because who am I to know? Who am I to judge? Who the fuck knows? Also, who really cares except for me and probably like a couple other 15-year-old girls in the world? But a lot of people, and I'll name them, I've been saying he's gay for a long time, right? He's just he's effeminate sometimes.
Now, for those of us who don't know who Shawn Mendes is, who is he?
Shawn Mendes is this Canadian singer who's not Drake and or Justin Bieber. All you need to know.
Okay.
He's dating Camila Cabello. No one cares. No one likes her either. The Senorita girl. I love it when you call me Senorita.
Oh, yes.
Havana Unana, that girl. Okay, so everyone, and not everyone, a lot of people always thought he was gay.
Yeah.
And he had an interview probably like a year or two ago where someone asked him, and he was like, I mean, I'm not gay, but what if I was? So it wouldn't be a big deal. I don't know why this matters. So like going into this whole thing, everyone was like, well, just shut the fuck up. Stop talking about it.
Was it almost like he was like confessing without like saying too much? Like,
but also
no,
like,
I didn't steal the cookies from the cookie jar.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm not gay. I wouldn't be gay. But even if I was, what's the big deal? There's nothing wrong with that. And everyone was like, okay, we get it. You're not gay. So the big thing on TikTok right now is that he was at the Met Gala with his girlfriend. Someone was taking a video of her, and he's in the background like, ooh, it's giving Cher. It's giving da-da-da-da, which is a very homosexual way of talking, quintessentially, right? Like they coined all these different terms, and also he's talking about Cher. Who the fuck knows about Cher if they're straight? Not many people.
I love Cher, and I'm straight.
You're not a straight man.
Oh,
straight cis man. So that kind of lit the internet back up again, and then he just did. I think it was a Vanity Fair video, like a YouTube video where they do the lie detector shit with celebrities.
Yeah.
And they were asking him about his For You page on TikTok, which like, look how far TikTok has come.
That's amazing. It's taken over.
And so they were kind of saying like, would people be surprised to see what's on your For You page? And he was like, this is the most like awkward interaction I've ever seen. He's like, oh, I think people would be very surprised to see what's on my For You page. And so the girl was like, well, Shawn, what's on your For You page? And he was like, I mean, what's on your For You page? I mean, just
very
things.
defensive.
Yeah. So then I was thinking, like, are people's For You pages like super personal? Would you show someone your For You page?
I mean, yeah, because it's just, to me, it's just random videos that pop up.
Right? He seemed very protective of his For You page. And I was like, I don't know. Mine's just like whatever I was into that day. It's not like I'm on Kink Talk or something.
I mean,
and even if I was, maybe I went down a rabbit hole.
I never put in hashtags when I'm on TikTok. I only literally just, I'm on the For You page. Even the people that I follow, half the time I don't even go to their actual like the follow button. I just go on the For You page, and whatever the fuck pops up, it pops up. That's it.
Yeah, I was just watching this video and I was like, do people have really personalized For You pages? And I'm just not.
That's interesting.
Into the super weird shit that they are, or like maybe people are looking up like how to murder people TikTok.
I get a plethora of, like I said, I don't search hashtags on TikTok, so I get a plethora of different things that pop up, from white creators to Asian creators, black creators, you know,
me too, because it's kind of like if you're watching one and you go to their page, or like you're watching one and you look at the comments, or you let it cycle multiple times, that's what it starts putting into your algorithm. Yeah. So you can just be on a random like rabbit hole of something. Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean you looked for it. You just got, you know.
And Audrey and I, we send each other TikToks all the time. It's hilarious. The stuff that we find, the stuff that comes on her For You page, my For You page. There are like medical stuff that comes on. Like this is one girl who quizzes people, and she does the rapid fire, and I love doing it because I'm like, let me test my knowledge.
I'm always on ICU nurse TikTok.
I'm on that too.
This girl was like, what is the one thing you get a shift report that really just it just like sets the rest of your day, makes it negative? And she was like,
shingles. Kidding.
She was like, patient, da 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 da, family member at bedside. She was like, that's the rest of the shift.
Seriously. Oh God. Family members at the bedside are not always the greatest.
Yeah. Conspiracy talk and prison talk, though. Those have been my favorite.
I'm just on Black TikTok, I guess. I don't know.
Black Talk.
Yeah. Black Talk.
Black Talk down.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Love it.
That's about it.
But yeah, so the internet's abuzz. Everyone thinks he's gay. And this guy came out on TikTok and he was saying that and honestly, you take everything with a grain of salt, right? People could be lying out their fucking ass. But he was like, yeah, I saw Shawn. He didn't say Shawn Mendes, but it was Shawn Mendes. He implied. Yeah, he implied. And that his girlfriend was super rude and Shawn Mendes was checking him out and this man was gay. So now I'm convinced Shawn Mendes is gay. Allegedly.
I mean, but I think people shouldn't force him to come out if he's not ready to tell. Okay, start over. Why do we care?
People, I have no idea. People are obsessed.
Like, why do you care if he's gay or not? So let's say he comes out and says, I am gay. Oh my God, I knew it. and then something else happens to another celebrity, and you're just like,
done.
it goes. So I'm just like, what's the infatuation with knowing who somebody is loving and sleeping with? I don't
I'm
understand
assuming
that.
just because they've made such a big deal about their relationship
Yeah.
that people are just like, there's no way.
Well, it's even like with Queen Latifah. Like Queen Latifah, people have been saying for years that she's gay. She has never come out and actually solidified that. Even when pictures came out with her on a boat with, this particular trainer, and they were like hugged up and stuff. Queen Latifah has never come out and is like, I am personally gay.
Yeah.
She has wed gay couples, and she shots out pride all the time, but she has never come out to physically say or verbally say, I am gay.
And that's her business.
And that's her business. So people, and I love the fact that she does that, because people are like, we know you gay, bitch. But you won't tell us. And I'm like, that's right, Queen Latifah. Keep your private life
Keep it
private.
to your fucking self.
Don't tell nobody, like, oh, her lifelong partner. How do you know that's her lifelong partner? Has she come out and said that that's her partner? I don't care if she get that lady a shout out every time she get a goddamn award. If she has not said, this is my partner. And I think it's like, do y'all want her to be like the Black Ellen or something? Like, to come out with Portia and some shit? And I'm like, keep your private life private, Queen Latifah. Don't tell these people nothing. Keep it to yourself.
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve. Even Missy Elliott, they're like, is she gay? Is she not? And Missy just like, I'm living my life.
That was like when, what's her name? Nene. What's her name? Nene?
Nene Leakes?
Not Nene Leakes. Who was the other one? Cece. Fuck. Neek. Oh my god.
From what? What does this person play on or sings or what?
Help me. The one who just came out with her partner. Oh fuck. Niecy Nash.
Oh, Niecy Nash. Yeah.
Ooh, that really.
I was like,
took me
who
a
the
second.
fuck was
Niecy
I
Nash?
don't know what you were talking about there.
She just came out recently.
She did. And I mean, she's been married twice to men and
Yeah.
got 3 kids. Yeah, 3 kids.
It is what it is.
I love it, but I love it though. I love how she came. I mean, I don't care is the point that I'm saying. Like, me knowing that Niecy Nash or Shawn Mendes is gay does not pay my mortgage.
It does not. It literally
Like,
does nothing.
Maybe if I work for TMZ, yes, but I don't work for TMZ.
I don't care in the way that's like, oh my god, is he gay? I
Yeah.
just like love the fucking conversations going around.
Yeah.
People, I can't can't
All
get
the
enough.
conspiracies and the rabbit
Can't
holes.
get a fucking enough.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where people are like, this has to be true. Look at all this information. And then they're just like, nope, not true.
Yeah. Well, there was some interview that I saw, and I don't know if this was like, I don't know, animatronics or something, or it was weird. So Eminem did this interview, and he was just like, yeah, when people say, and this is alleged, when people say, oh, I'm homophobic because I say stuff about gay people in my music, he's like, it's because I'm gay. And the interviewer was like, wait, bitch, what? Like, he was like, yeah, I'm gay. He was like, okay, when you say you're gay, does that mean like you're just happy? He's like, no, like I'm a homosexual. And he's like, wait, so when you say you're a homosexual, he's like,
What? Eminem
I like
said
men.
that?
Eminem said that. And I'm like, that can't be Eminem. Like, it was so weird. And I probably didn't even save the goddamn video on TikTok.
You're
but
like, fake.
yeah, I was like, yeah, this is fake. Cause he was just like, yeah, I like men. And he was like, so you're gay? He's like, yes. So when people think that I'm saying homophobic things, I'm gay. And I was like, that can't be.
Huh,
No.
interesting.
Yeah. So it was really weird. I'm gonna try to find the video. I probably won't be able to find it. It's probably a rabbit hole. Who knows? It was probably in my dreams. Anyway, neither here nor there. What are you watching?
Wow. Okay. I was watching that show on Hulu that just came out. It's called Only Murders in the Building. Selena Gomez. Love her.
Who else is she? The only like known person in
No,
it?
Steve Martin.
Oh, I love
Do you
him.
like Steve Martin?
Of course.
Father of the Bride?
Yes.
One of my favorite fucking movies. I
Love
love
Steve Martin.
that man. He's so funny. And then it's Martin Short. So it's like a little Father of the Bride
Aw.
redo. But
That's cute. I love-
it's kind
love
of
Steve Martin.
It's cute because they're old, right? Like they're these old guys. But it's
But they
about
look good.
They first of all, they look fucking great. They're still hilarious. And it's about basically these 3 strangers who live in this New York apartment I guess is it an apartment complex in New York? No, just in a building.
High rise? I don't know.
It's an apartment building.
Brownstone? Who knows?
I don't know how metropolitan cities work. They live in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a murder that happens in the building. Well, they all listen to this murder podcast and they all find out and they're super interested. So then they kind of like start investigating the
Is
murder.
it Jennifer
in their building.
Aniston in that too?
No,
Okay. Continue. Sorry.
I don't think so. She's in Newsroom, which I
Oh.
watched the first season of, which is really good.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's really cute. I liked it a lot. I fucking just love Steve Martin. I'd do anything.
Steve Martin I love him. Even though he was in the movie with Queen Latifah.
The house, burning down the house.
Bringing Down the House. Yes, that was such a funny movie. And
he's
Eugene,
so good.
what's his name?
Levy.
Yes, he's hilarious. Oh my God, that
That's a
was
good
so
one.
funny.
What have you been watching?
I just finished, y'all. Y'all have never heard me talk about a show other than Miss Pat, of course, the Miss Pat show. Squid Game. on Netflix. Have you heard of it?
No.
Okay, so Squid Game is this Korean movie, but on Netflix it's
Uninterested.
No. It's a Korean movie, but they have like they're speaking English, not the actual characters. Like it's dubbed in English, right?
But
and
can you concentrate when it's dubbed?
Yes, you can. Because sometimes, like when they're talking, like they kind of match up to a degree. Like when they stop talking, and then they'll say it really fast, so it doesn't look super awkward. But so it's a movie about this guy who is in a lot of debt. He's like down on his luck. He got fired from his job. His wife left him, took the child, whatever, has a new relationship, right? So the man is in a lot of debt. He's running from, bookies and all that kind of stuff. And so this one particular day, this guy comes up to him in a suit and is like, hey, if you can beat me at this game, I'll give you $1,000. And so he's like, okay, cool.
Scam already.
Exactly. So he can't win. They play all these rounds. And he's like, you know what? Fine. If you let me slap you, you can earn the money back. And so finally he wins. The man gives him this card. The card has a triangle, a square, and a circle. And on the back of it is his number. So he calls and they're like, hey, do you want to play the game? And he's like, yeah. So they come and pick him up.
The game.
Exactly. They come and pick him up in this van, take him to this place. They have this like, it's almost like from the Bone Collector, where the taxi comes and gets you. And then they put all this like mist and stuff in there, but it knocks him out. He wakes up in this room with 455 other people that are in these uniforms, and they're all numbered. And they're like, okay, we're going to feed you guys breakfast. Here's what's going on.
Camp.
It really does. And so they go into these games, and there's 6 levels to the games where they have a chance to win $45 billion.
Billion?
I think it's billion. Maybe it's million. It might be million.
It's still more money than I have.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but what they don't tell them is the consequences that come with the game. So if you lose the game, you are eliminated. And I'm not giving this away. This is not a spoiler, but eliminated means, bitch, you killed.
Oh, like from this life, you
from
are
the life. Exactly. And so every player that is eliminated or killed, their earnings that they would have got is added to the pot. So you get to get their winnings, but it's 7 different and these levels. I don't know who created this series, but they are morbid and they are fucking sick and they need help, because the games that they put on this shit are very like simple games, like red light, green light was the first game, right? And when they tell you, when they say red light, you need to stop moving, and any extra movement, you will be eliminated. Bitch, the one person moves, and that means they moved a hair, and they got all these cameras around, and all you go just right in their head. And I'm like, man, you just killed the people.
Yo, Korea's wild.
Yo, and this is South Korea.
The good one.
Yes.
Jeez.
But it's such a good series. And then in the end, to find out who it finally makes it and all the twists and turns of the characters. And at the very end, who it turns out to be that is controlling this and who creates this game. And it is, oh my God, it's insane. But if you don't like blood and guts, don't watch it, because it's
Ooh, maybe I'll watch.
Real.
My problem with dub, this is the issue. I think it's because I watch shows with subtitles on, because if I don't have every part of my brain engaged in something, I'm not fucking paying attention.
Yeah.
But when it's dubbed with the subtitles, it never matches up, because the subtitles are the Korean translation, like literal, and the dub is like the Americanized version, so it makes more sense. And then I'm just thinking about that the whole time. But maybe I'll watch it in Korean, but we'll just watch the subtitle, read the subtitles.
Yeah, okay.
No? You don't have that problem?
No.
Okay.
When subtitles are on, I will always read the subtitles, and then I'm like, damn, I'm trying to pay attention. I'm constantly doing this. Like,
See, I have to, because that's the way the noggin works.
My older sister, she does that. She watches TV with subtitles on, and I'm like, just turn the fucking volume up. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I can't. It's not about,
and she did that before she had my nephew. So.
I don't listen. It's not that I can't hear. I'm not listening unless I'm looking and reading. And then I have to rewatch the same thing over and over, because I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
No.
You told me to watch Clickbait.
Yeah.
So I started that. Here's my issue with that. Remember I was talking about how I didn't buy the whole couple because they just don't look like they go together, and that I really need you to sell it to me in a show like that. My thing now is why does the sister love him so much? That's a weird situation.
You're going to find out
It's
why.
like siblings are dating for me.
Yeah, it does kind of give you that vibe. Like there's something, some real secret, but you'll find out why they are so close, because something happened, back in their childhood and stuff. It's kind of like, what's her name? Amelia and Derek Shepherd.
Yes.
So it's kind of like that, but except they just seem like too lovey-dovey. But you'll find out.
I'm watching it and I'm like, I just don't know if I would react this way with my brother missing. I would be distraught and try to find him, but she's like,
She's acting more like the wife should be acting.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think it's just because it's just the two of them, and they were super close, and growing up, and there's something that happened in their childhood together that caused them to be that close to each other. I think you'll find out the episode before the last, second to last episode.
I have some headway to make.
How many episodes have you seen?
Like 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm barely in this bitch.
Wow.
But then I'm just like, there's things that happen, and I'm just like, this is why I don't trust anybody. People be keeping secrets.
Yeah, they do.
I just refuse to be made to look like a fool. I just hate.
This is why there needs to always be a certain level of threat to people's lives to let you know I'm not playing with you.
I'm not playing with you. Yeah.
Especially in marriages, like in relationships. Listen, I'm not going to go through your phone. I'm not going to ask you no questions. My intuition, when I listen to it, never steers me wrong. I'm going to slit your throat in the middle of the night. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm not making
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I don't want to look at your shit. I want to trust you completely. But I do want you to know I'm not afraid to fucking blow my own shit up just to fuck yours.
That's very true.
So just know that. And
Yeah.
sleep with that. Like, everything's good until it's not, and then it's horrible.
And if I ask you a question, I already know the answer. Here's what I want people to understand. When people in general ask questions, they already have the answer.
Truly.
I'm testing your ability to tell the truth. I'm testing your honesty. And I just want to see your maturity with your honesty. That's it.
Deny. It's your best bet.
And if I'm asking you the same question just 5 different times, I'm trying to give you a chance to redeem yourself.
The best is when you ask the question and then they tell you the answer. You're like, okay, so what I'm hearing is, so you mean to tell me.
So this was your logic when you did X, Y, and Z.
So I just want to make
Okay.
sure I'm getting it right.
And so tell me again why you did this. I'm going to go back to question number 1. Like, okay.
Help me understand.
Help me understand. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Last thing we're going to talk about today, because we kind of dipped into the rehab corner in the very beginning with the universal DNRs in Idaho. Yes, in Idaho.
Idaho is a state.
That's very
Here
true.
in the United States.
Boise and Napantha. Nampa.
Nampa.
Like Tampa. But Nampa.
Nampa,
Anyway,
yeah.
Nampa. Anyway, so remember, have you ever seen the movie Friday?
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do.
How you get fired on your day off?
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
You ain't got the lie, Craig. Buy your VCR. Bye, Felicia. Anyway.
Is that the one who's like, why don't y'all ever got 2 things that match? You got
Yeah.
milk, no cereal.
Every time I'm in the kitchen, you always in the kitchen. Eating up all the hog maw.
I didn't know that he wrote that movie.
Who?
Ice Cube.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a...
I didn't realize that
love
until
Ice
I
Cube.
saw Boys in the Hood, and he's at the end working on
Oh, yeah.
he's working on Ice Friday, whatever the fuck.
You mean Compton?
Yeah.
Straight out Compton. Mm-hmm.
What did I say? Boys in the
You
Hood.
did. Because in Boys in the Hood, he was a dope boy.
Okay.
And his brother got killed.
When I watch, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
know what you meant. I know what you meant.
The movie with the black guys in the hood.
Yeah, all of them. Anyway, so Ezel specifically from Friday, right? Who my neck, my back, my neck, and my back, and
I'm a
AJ Johnson. So he played Ezel, and he unfortunately passed away this past week. Super young guy too. Oh man, that was horrible. Anyway, he passed away, and his wife kind of made headlines to a degree where she did a video asking for people to donate to his GoFundMe so she could have money to bury him. And she was basically kind of calling out certain celebrities that were just like, oh, reposting him and just like, oh man, I loved him. He was such an amazing guy, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, just stop all the fake love. Y'all haven't even donated to his GoFundMe and all this kind of stuff. Here's what I really want people to understand and kind of get into the habit of doing. Life insurance, people. Life insurance is so important. Mm-hmm. Like because Alyssa and I both work in healthcare, and because we have seen the death rate rapidly increase within the last year and a half, life insurance is so important, and it's not even like crazy expensive.
No, you can get it for like $20 a month.
You really can. You legit can get it $20 a month. Like a previous policy, like some jobs automatically like have an insurance policy on you as long as you're an employee. You know, I know in my previous job, I ended up getting like I won't say how much money I got on me, but it was only like,
yeah, don't tell people that.
Hell no, they'll try to kill me. But I ended up getting a policy where it was only like $9 every pay period. So literally less than $20 a month to get an insurance policy. When my dad passed away in 2015, he had, first of all, we didn't realize he had insurance policies on all of us. And I was like, why are you keeping insurance policies?
Dude, I didn't realize you could take out life insurance policies on any member of your family.
Yes, you can.
You can also borrow against those policies
Yes,
to get
you can.
loans.
Absolutely.
To buy your own shit so you don't have to ask for the bank.
You sure can.
for money from the bank.
White people do it all the time. As soon as black people find out they can do it and they start doing it, they're going to take that shit away. Anyway, but my dad, when he died, he had 2 life insurance policies on himself. And it was thank God he did that, because my mom, you know, grieving her husband that she'd been with been married to for almost 40 years. She didn't have to worry about spending a dime because my dad kept that up.
Also, burials are expensive.
They are.
Funerals
like,
are expensive.
and they don't even have to be, but they got to eat too. So I totally get it. And because he had a life insurance policy, my family did not have to worry about it. Like, my dad unfortunately passed away on a Sunday. That Saturday, he was buried, had a beautiful funeral, the whole 9, right? Wow. And I think now in this generation, we have had so many people that are using GoFundMe as a way to use it as their life insurance policy. And it's like, you know, you have certain celebrities, and I'm not saying that celebrities have a whole bunch of money, because they don't. They're just like regular people. Mm-hmm. You know, if you don't get a gig, you don't get paid. So we understand that. But I think prioritizing life insurance, especially in this time frame right now where we are with COVID and how detrimental this disease has been, or this virus has been, just the importance of life insurance should be at the center of every subject. I know in certain cultures we don't like to talk about death, we don't like to talk about what could happen in the future and all that kind of stuff, because it's a scary subject. Yeah. But at the same time, you leave your family with a burden of begging, because that's literally what GoFundMe is. It's begging for money. When
neo begging,
exactly, when it could have been taken care of. Like, you know, you walking around with a pair of $800 shoes, or you got a $1,000 phone in your hand, and what you could pay monthly for your less than monthly for your phone, you could have had a life insurance policy.
You just got to be prepared. You just never know.
You don't.
And it's just, you don't think about it because you're like, well, if I'm gone, then fuck, I'm gone. But you just leave everybody here to figure out your shit.
Yeah. And not only that, even if you have prior debt, that's going to go to somebody, unless you just don't have any dependents, you're not married or anything like that. But if you have a spouse, if you have children, that debt just doesn't end. Like, you now are responsible for that.
That's so shit. I bet. I'm wondering if
on top of them grieving for you,
if it's more talked about now, more popular because of the last 2 years, and how many people died unexpectedly and very quickly, and young people.
Absolutely. Or leaving without, like, you were the breadwinner and you left, and now your wife or your spouse can't, you know, they can't afford the mortgage or whatever the case may be. And, you know, if you would have had a life insurance policy, even if it's $75,000, $50,000, whatever, that's enough to cover your burial.
Yeah, because prior to the last 2 years, if someone said life insurance policy to me, I immediately was like, the husband did it. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, he took out a policy? Oh, it was him.
Yeah.
And she died 2 weeks later. Oh, yeah. But now I realize, like, oh, people just take out life insurance policies because you should. Mm-hmm. Because you don't know what's going to happen to you, and you don't want to leave people having to deal with that shit and clean it up. And it's just like every other insurance you have.
Yeah. And like I said, it's not crazy expensive. Like, some of these life insurance policies, I mean, you can get like a pretty simple, you know, term life.
I was reading this Instagram post of this financial influencer person on Instagram. That was a lot of Insta and whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway.
I know what you meant.
She posted wow. What the fuck am I saying? I can't believe I hold a job in America with this brain.
That's because you haven't had rest yet. That's why.
5, 6, 7, 8. She posted a post.
She posted a post.
Great.
About life insurance.
I need everyone to bear with me on this one. It's coming to a head. Yeah. A point. Whatever.
We're about to end this podcast anyway.
Yeah, please. You can cut all of this. Anyway, she was asking people, hey, people over 40, what's something you wish you would have told your younger self, or something you would have done when you were younger in your 20s? And everyone said life insurance, investing, buying more property, and therapy, but also dental work. So get some life insurance policy. Yes, go to the dentist. Maybe check in with your therapist.
Absolutely. Definitely. Listen, life insurance is just so important. Like, you know, it's just important. You gotta have it.
Listen, you just have to, we're telling you right now, you just have to do it. 5, 6, 7, 8, go.
Yeah. It's super cheap, y'all. I mean, I'm not saying everybody can't afford life insurance. I understand that. I'm not being oblivious to that. But certain jobs that you have, sometimes they may offer you an incentive or they may offer you something cheaper. But please, 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 especially for y'all younger people who are, you know, thotting and bopping in these streets, especially in corporate America, like, I'm making money, I got this. Don't make all this money and then something happens to you and then your family's trying to do a GoFundMe. So please, 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 when you do your benefits for when you first get a job and they offer you life insurance, I don't care if it's $20 out of your pay period or, you know, out of your paycheck. Just do it. You're not even going to miss the $20. Tax is going to eat that shit up anyway. Just do it. Get a life insurance policy so that your family is not left with that burden. So,
amen.
And rest in peace to AJ Johnson.
Yeah. Also, did you ever watch Sex and the City?
Of course.
Stanley.
Yes.
Died.
57.
Yeah. 47. Yeah.
He was 57.
There's no way he was 47.
No, definitely.
So young.
Yeah.
And just like on the heels of the reboot.
I know.
I'm so sad. He was one of my favorite characters.
It's like, man,
a lot of shit's been happening in the last couple of months, and I just
Lord
want to break.
taking people out. Like
maybe
I
it's
just
one of those things. Did you ever watch Left Behind?
Yes, I hated those series.
Some Kirk Cameron shit's going on.
Listen,
I can feel it.
Kirk Cameron, fuck you. You just scared the shit out of me.
Dude,
we're just sitting here doing a podcast, and all of a sudden,
just close.
disappear. What the?
Just my
I hated the Left Behind
those
series.
movies used to scare the shit out. Being a little kid and thinking like I could just be out and then my mom's just a pile of clothes. Like God will, like
driving on the highway and
dude,
nobody. All of a sudden, everybody gets in a crash.
And then you're just stuck here.
Listen,
that's some fucked up shit. I cannot
fuck you,
believe
Kirk Cameron. Fuck you, dude.
I cannot believe they let my little ass watch that. When did those come out?
And it was always when you were like, just finished sinning, doing something you got no business doing.
Your
all of a sudden,
gonna get left behind.
Come watch this movie with me, and you're just like, oh my god, the rapture.
It's coming. When did those movies come out? Hold on.
Probably in the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cute. I
hated the Left Behind series. I hated it.
And I loved Growing Pains, so I loved Kirk Cameron. And of course I was like, I'm gonna watch Left Behind. No. Even like those little fire story, those little they kind of rebooted them now into like these little fire station stories or whatever, but some kids always like falling from the fucking tree and bumping their head into some damn hole or some shit, and then they go to heaven and they're just like, yeah, I saw my little baby sister in heaven. It's like, oh my god, shut up. No,
shut up. You're over here making me think. Shut up.
I'm trying to relax.
Trying to relax.
That's why I watch trash TV.
I'm not trying to worry about my soul salvation right now.
You know what doesn't make me think? Housewives.
Reality TV. Like, it's horrible. Oh god. That series was god awful. It's traumatic. Anyway, all right, we got to get out of here. Anything else for the people?
No, go out there, live your life, have a snack, eat some pumpkin flavored.
Yes, pumpkin spice.
Take a nap. Just check in with yourself.
Take your vitamins too,
dude. For real.
Absolutely.
I've been on that ashwagandha kick. I'm trying to chill out.
Really? Mm-hmm. I haven't taken that yet.
I'll get you some. It's good.
Yeah.
It'll help you sleep.
I need it because I've been going to bed at like 3:00 in the morning every day this week.
My issue is not staying asleep; it's falling asleep. And if I don't want to do like the thunk of a melatonin, I will take the ashwagandha, and I'm just like, ooh.
I need to do that because this whole week
it gives you in the little sleepy mood.
I have not been going to bed no earlier than 2 a.m.
Wow.
The whole week. I don't know why. But maybe God is trying to say, hey, Monica, I want to have some time with you. But
maybe.
So, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Absolutely. And I just keep staying on TikTok.
You're like, scroll.
scroll. So I'm definitely gonna do that this week. So if I don't go to bed until 2:00 in the morning, I'm just, hey Jesus, what's up? How you doing?
What's up? Yeah, talk to him about it.
Hey Jesus, what's up?
He's gonna be like, and left behind.
God, please don't forgive me of my sins, please, Jesus. Don't leave me on this earth, Jesus, Lord.
I gotta get out.
Yes, we gotta get out of here. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for listening to another episode.
My arms are so white. I look like a white person.
You are 58%. Anyway,
take it
all right, y'all. Spread love,
light laughter,
and don't forget to laugh your face off.
I look like a DJ when I'm about to hit this. Would you agree? Look at the camera. I look like a DJ.
I'm like, let the people go. Have a great week, y'all.
Woohoo! Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.